Okay, so, everybody, you may be wondering, what is this picture right now? This is my Dandy's World OC, if you are wondering. Their name is Bomby the Bomb, and they are the child of Dial. I know it sounds weird, yeah, I don't care, I do not care, but I really like the character I've made. It took me so long to come up with a actually good character for Dandy's World, like a good OC. I don't make OCs, but I was like, since Dandy's World is one of my favorite games, I was like, sure, let's make an OC, and I wanted to incorporate some detail. So we're going to get on to that. I'm going to show you some pictures of a skin, Bomby's twisted form, and I already showed here her normal form / toon form. So let's go. Okay, so here is Bomby's twisted. Bomby's twisted looks a little bit weird as they have some incorporation of scraps and also a split face. The only reason why I did this, Bomby's also a main, is because I wanted to add some necessary detail. I'm also going to give voice lines and her voice, like her actual canon voice. And you are allowed to draw fan art of Bomby if you are wondering. So I hope you enjoy this little segment of me talking about her lore and stuff, but I'm going to do her voice really quick and then I'll get on to her lore. Okay, time for Bomby's voice right now. So, I am going to get to her lore after this. So, let's go on with her happy, her sad, and I'll get into the voice line tomorrow because I'm tired, dude. Her sad. Okay, lore time. So, this is probably going to sound weird, I know. I don't care, but whatever. So, fall asleep if you want to listen to me just blabble about this. So, anyway, the lore about Bomby is very tragic, actually, is because she's the second toon made after Dial. So, she has, no idea. That's a lie, actually. She has very good intention. She has everything she needs to know about the I-Core operation and everything. I know some people call it Icar, I call it I-Core, don't correct me, I don't care. But basically, how this will work is that I'll give you a statement, the requirements you have to get for Bomby to unlock her. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, lore. Anyway, basically, her lore is that she was made after Dial Timesy, and basically she has every knowing, she is fully aware of the I-Core operation, Dandy doing the I-Core operation. She has every clue of that, and Dial is very happy to have a kid, but doesn't usually show it. He only shows it through smiling, which is understandable. Yeah, so that's basically her lore. I'll get into her twisted lore in a minute, but yeah. Okay, now time for stats. Her stats and how to immediately get her. She costs a lot of I-Core. I believe she is, around the same I-Core, the same currency as Astro. She is just 9 off, which is crazy. So let me give you her stats. They will appear up on the black screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, so here are the requirements for Bomby. Now, the requirements are not as hard as you think they are, kinda. The 100 research on Twisted, Bomby, and Dial is kind of hard, because Dial can one-shot you if you didn't know that when his twisted form. So it's kind of annoying, but I actually already have I'm actually farming to get Astro right now. Anyway, off topic. Anyway, back on topic. So, those are the requirements to get her, and you can try to figure out what her dude, what the rest of her lore is, I'll explain her twisted lore in just a second. But that's basically the requirements, and that's all I have to say. Okay, twisted Bomby lore now. Yippee! Now, her twisted, dude, bro, I cannot speak. Anyway, her twisted lore is kind of weird. I will put it up on screen so you can read it, and I'm not going to read it out loud. I don't like reading out loud for some reason because I have anxiety and PTSD. That's a thing on me. Yippee. Anyway, here it is. And that's basically her lore. Now, let me get on to the skin. I will put up a picture, give me like 2 seconds, and I will explain the lore behind the skin, and also what Dandy says, because I haven't explained that yet. Anyway, skin time. Anyway, look at how cute this is. Isn't it adorable? Now, I am going to say the skin name, and also the individual lore about the skin. Now, let's get on. So, this skin cost 300 ichor. It is sold by Dial, and basically, how this skin changes, which it really doesn't, it's just Bomby holding a Dial plushie, that's really it. It doesn't change her abilities. I will get into that in a minute. Dude, I will get into that a minute. I will get into her abilities into a minute. God, dude. Speaking is not a language today, dude. Like, is English even a language? Yeah, I know it is. Anyway, on topic. Back on topic. So, the lore behind the skin is basically where... This is a very short segment of the skin, by the way. Is basically where Goob and Scraps helped with making the plushie, and Bomby always keeps it with her. Even in... Dude, I am going to explode. Even in her twisted form, which I didn't add because I don't feel like it, she would have the Dial plushie on her back, like attached to her back by the ichor, which I find really cool, and I like the way I do this stuff. Anyway, that's basically her lore, and if you want to check out, like, Dandy's World, it's on Roblox, it's pretty fun. Yeah. Okay, this is the last segment of my OC. I hope you enjoyed this, by the way. Sorry, there is a lot of black screens. I don't have many pictures of Bomby yet. And I am going to say the thing, not say it, but put it up on screen of what Dandy says. There is a pun incorporated into this, so do not get mad at me, because I feel like Dandy would make a bomb pun out of something. Now, let's get on with editing. I will put it up on the black screen, just give me like 2 seconds. And there you have it. All of the things about my OC, my lore, the lore behind the OC, and the skins. Same with the Twisted, and what Dandy says when you buy Bomby. Same with the stats. Now, this is going to sound great. This is the last thing, and I will post something tomorrow more about Bomby and her connection with Dial. So have a great night or morning, and make sure you have a amazing browsing experience